Anyway, we're off topic. Wasteland Whisperer and Animal Friends, that was it. Fucking Highland Hitler. What?
Right, take a...
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, blessed. Blessed are the alright.
No problem, mate.
Oh, I've got to watch that again. I haven't watched that for ages.
Right then, so... The first off, guys, you need to have Aminal Friend and Wasteland Whisperer, so you need at least 6 points in Charisma to do this.
Yeah, I need to be on the other character because I've no jetpack. I feel so inadequate.
Yeah, no problem. We're just gonna wait for Paul to come back with his other character. And
do you want me to do it now? I mean, I don't mind that. We're not jetpacking anywhere, are we?
No.
I'm not too sure.
Ah, well, when I die, then I'll... Right, carry on, sorry. Star interrupted you, go on.
It's no problem, mate. It's a sound. To be honest, I need to go and check anyway to see if I can hear you guys on the stream.
That new outfit, Star? Is that the one that mimics What's-a-Chops out of Fallout 4? Oh, that report.
There you go. Yeah, that's all working. It's all working. Right then, so where do you wanna guys go first?
Right, Autumn Cabin.
Autumn Cabin.
Travel there. Don't forget, crouch before you, because it buys you time if there's an enemy there.
Right, I can take my armour off as well. So
the last thing you want to do is just, whilst you're half porting in, and it takes a little while.
Yeah.
You get wolves chomping at your butt and stuff like that.
Right, okie dokie.
Right.
So, fast travel to you now. We all love a good old loading screen though, don't we, guys?
Yeah. Oh, there's a wolf there. Right, as soon as you materialise, pull left, go left.
Go left.
Start going to the 11 o'clock down the hill.
Right.
And then when you get past this little rock ledge, you can bomb it. Do Swan Lake in the air.
So, just gonna show you on the map where this location we're going. It's near the Wendigo Cave. So, making a way.
Oh, it's Blood Eagles.
So, what is this place, guys? What would you call this?
A random spawn spot. Everything here.
So this is a random spawn, guys, where you possibly could get a pet. Is it, guys?
Yeah. You get the blood eagles. Who's the other ones you get? You get the robot, the messenger.
The occultist.
Wherever you see a messenger on the map, that is a random spawn spot.
The event messenger, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Wherever you see those,
always keep up an eye out on the events for the messenger, guys.
Do you want to take him down to the other spawn spot that's below this one?
Yeah. There's another one here. It's a little bit more. Well, I always get lost.
Yeah, I do. Unless I have a marker down here.
Right.
Oh, there's a base right back. That's handy.
There's also a junk thing over here, a resource plot. And also you can get toads here to
collect
in that little area. Yep.
Nobody wants a pet toad.
No, they get them to put in the jars.
The jars, yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're frogs. The toads are those great big bloody tongue-licking things.
Oh.
The red toads.
Yeah.
This one we found.
Did it just get really dark, or have I just?
I would literally.
No, it just got. It got really dark.
Yeah, I just turned on my pit boiler.
He's put a base on the junk, so that means he's near the spawn spot.
Yeah. Where that base is, there's a junk thing, so you can collect junk there.
Oh, let's see if he's clever enough to lock it. Oh, he is indeed. So there's red toads, yeah? Well, dead ones.
I think we just passed it. It's on a path, you'll see it. Ah, it's here. Nothing. This is the other random spot.
Right up here. I'm a coming. So I'm just going to show you guys on the map quickly.
That's got a lock on it. Oh.
0.
Right.
2 caps, woohoo!
I'm going up to my tent. Damn it, I forgot.
We can just show you guys the locations first, and then hopefully we'll be lucky and find one to tame. So where will we be off to next?
We're going up to the
Crash. The crash vertebrate. Oh, I remember this one last night.
Who's that?
It's me.
No, it's a hunter.
Oh, that means there's going to be a ragstag. Come up from somewhere.
Nobody wants one of them.
Well, you can't get it. It's coming down over the hill, see? The ragstag. That's part of one of the randoms, is a hunter that's chasing a ragstag.
Right.
The glowy ragstag. He's back that way, behind Pole's camp.
Young Paul's camp. On the left, is it? Up here?
Oh, he's over there, yeah.
Yeah, he's over there.
On the right.
Finger slipped. Right, so we follow this path thing. Looks like Council in Britain have done the paving here.
So that's the next location, guys.
Now this one's a little more, it's right near a lead mine.
Oh, this is where I got my pet from yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is where you got your thing last night. That's why I told you, when you get to that lead mine, it's right up to the left. You know, once you see the lead mine, it's right here. And then it's just a little bit past it up here to the left.
Oh.
Alright, there's the lead.
And see, there's another random right there. The scorch.
Right, so this is the location, guys.
And then it's the East Ridge.
Ooh, possums there. Fast travel. Pacify doesn't do nothing, does it? It's just tame.
It just pacifies them.
Yeah.
To make them more like docile, that you can, you can be around them without them killing you.
I think this is not showing anything because we've already been through here getting this pet before.
It could be. We may have to change servers. I don't know, because this is where we got the Deathclaw.
I'm gonna leap server.
Okay.
Right, no problem.
I'll see if the next world has one.
Okie dokie. Is there any bit more information you can give the viewers, Blackstar?
Well, the main thing is we have found with pets that you do need to keep at least some build room for the larger pets, like
water being generous, especially if it's a sloth.
Right.
Yeah, because most of will tell you that the bigger the pet, the more space you're going to need, and the biggest one is the sloth. And
yeah, this sloth looks decent.
It is, but it can't fight for shit.
No, the best ones we have found so far are the Deathclaws.
God, that goes like in swinging, doesn't it? Oof.
The Mylark King that I've got, what I call red. He's got the reddish cast to him.
Oh, they say.
Snallygasters are good about
Say now.
Snallygasters are good about defense.
We can go to your base quickly. Sorry to interrupt. We're just going to go to your base to show them your Murloc King.
Okay.
Well, we've got... What's that? What is that? What is that?
There it is.
Oh, it's a Mylark. It's the dome-top crab. And there's a robot hovering in midair for some reason as well.
That's what he had last night that I got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want one of them. Well, there's one of them at the Eastridge. I'll go check the others.
No problem.
Oh, someone's already up there. Bloody right, don't it? Can't have mate. Leave your knickers out and start sniffing them.
And another thing that we have found, the best thing that you can do with the pets is, like mine, you'll notice he stays around my camp. So if you have your camp inside of your building, he will kind of hang out around that camp inside. And
as you can see, this is Murloc King Red, Black Star's pet. She got yesterday, was it?
Yep.
Yesterday. And this is what we're working on, guys.
And he does act like they do in the wild when they do go on the attack and scream and goes invisible, the whole 9 yards.
So
and they will defend your camp. If your camp's under attack, they will go out and attack.
So what are they like for? Do you know if like somebody that PvP'd you, and will they attack the PvPer or?
I don't know. I've seen some.
They do.
They might. I don't really know. You'd have to check it, but they will attack anything. Like if you have dogs or anything that comes and attacks your camp, they will go after it.
Yeah.
Because Pole's Deathclaw, he goes straight at them, and he will. But my biggest tip is if you have a pet, put it in kind of a central location in your camp because they are drawn to the camp.
These guys.
Yeah.
This is what she's talking about. She's not. Doesn't mean your actual camp build. She means the green box.
Yeah. Yeah, the little green box that unfolds, that's what you're talking about. Little camp stove-like thing. But, like where I'm set up, I'm against a mountain, so I have him kind of like in a protected, sheltered area.
Yeah, it looks like he belongs here because of the cave-like thing in there. It looks like he's meant to be here.
So he's more or less kind of protected. That's what you have to kind of keep in mind in the locations that you're in. If you have a lot of robots or different areas, some pets, depending on what type, could actually be. Ooh.
Oh, we hear you.
Well, then we're gonna go. Then we're gonna switch to
mega sloth.
I'm on my way.
Hello, handsome. How are you? Oh, so cute. These are gorgeous, but when I fell asleep the other night, all I could hear was that pissing thing in my dream. Sounded like Chewbacca. Oh.
He's got some loud stomps as well, isn't he?
Oh God, yeah. It's worse than a teenage girl not allowed to go out. Oh, so cute.
And hopefully, guys, you'll see if we can get this pet to come to mine.
Well, if you clear some of your build budget, otherwise it'll snuff it out.
Yeah, I know. It's just for the video for the time being. I explained to you at the beginning that I won't be able to do that until I reset my base. You know why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interior designer went awry.
Yeah. Right then, so I'm in your world now. I'm about to fast travel to you.
Got lovely eyes, even though they're probably blind. I hate it when they die, you know, down at the blast area. The head always pops off. What's that about?
Yeah, well, to be honest, everything I kill goes into like old piles of meat and blows up and crap because of that bloody messy card.
Yeah, I don't like that one. No. Because half the time I can't find the bloody body anyway, so the last thing I want to do is make it smaller.
And another thing you will find out, if you go to an area and you don't have your cards in place, some of the animals will attack you. If you have your cards on, then they won't. But I found that out with Soft Shell today. I took my cards off and it attacked me.
Right, and off he goes, guys. He's gonna run to my base. So what you wanna do when you fast travel here, you walk up to him, excuse me, aim down your gun, and you can press X to tame it, and you gotta send it to your camp then. Paul was just about to explain something then, before I interrupted.
Yeah, with a sloth, you don't need the gun.
Right.
You can, because they're passive anyway until you've shot them. Then they'll pick the slipper off and hit you with it. But with Deathclaws, Yogis, Milo Kings, them you're better looking down your sight from a distance. And if it shows up, because some of them still stay red.
Right.
Because you can tame them or pacify them. It gives you two options on the others. And I always just go for tame, because when people come to your base, it'll still show red, but they can't hurt it. But it scares the shit out of them.
And another thing is, once you've tamed it and it sends off, the best thing you can do is not to follow it, because it could stop and, you know, get glitched and just that. And if you're following it, it could stop to try and defend you. You end up getting killed.
Right. Yeah.
I had one that was just up over here where this Fisher site was, and I kind of followed him a little bit, and the Scorch Queen came, you know, the Queen came out, and the other ones, and he ended up getting killed because I followed him. So
right.
Just follow, just basically go and do something for maybe about 20 minutes, because sometimes it depends on the pet and actually the location of where you are on the map. It may take it a little while to get to your camp. So you can't, but I will tell you, as Paul says, when you get a Deathclaw, it seems like they take an Uber and they're there before you can fast travel back.
Unless it was the last one. Not this one. This one took like a couple of wrong turns, but the one before it. Oh. God, I thought it was
so we'll just I don't know, maybe do the run of Gulf Springs and then check it out.
Well, yeah, I've just returned to base to see if mine's still alive, because they have been bouncing around a bit.
Right, yeah, saying that, actually I'm going to come and see yours as well, because I've shown the viewers Black Stars. You've got a Deathclaw, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Lovely. So that's 3 different pets we've shown you guys. Well, hopefully the sloth will make it back to mine.
It should. You can tame cats, but you have to find them, and you have to make sure you can do the mole rats. You can do dogs, the mongrel dogs. You can do. I think I've seen wolves.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, you can tame chickens.
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 Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
there's quite a few that if you click on them, it'll tell you if you can actually tame them. But yeah. I think
so this is Paul's ally with his little Moo Charlie the Moo Moo outfit, and there's his good old Deathclaw creeping about. Yeah, he looks sick, man. Fair play. So what's the highest levels you can get then for these?
Deathclaws you can only get a level 50. But if you get a scorched one, no matter which scorched one you get, they're all tapped in the head.
Right.
So as soon as you get them, they will be a higher level, but as soon as you get them and they get back to your base, they will start attacking your furniture, anything electrical. Mostly Deathclaws love electrical, Yogis love anything upholstered, and sloths just sit there. They don't move, they just sit there.
The Scorch Mylark Kings, you know, your little robot that you have that goes out and collects. He hates that thing. He'll go in there and scream and try and destroy it. I had one. I had to go get a different pet because he drove me batty listening to him scream and carry on trying to kill the robot. I was collecting junk.
Now, the other thing as well, When I was up at I moved acid mine for a week, and I was up at the top of the map near the, what's that mine called where the Deathclaw lives?
Oh, the
No,
Hope.
is it
No, it's Hope.
Hopewell?
Hopewell. Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's a scorch beast that flew over there, and what it done is it actually cooked me sloth. It turned it into a scorched.
What?
You know, when it rains down the acid.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's how. And you can't just kill it. You've got to go and replace it, and then come back and kill it.
No way.
So I was gutted by that. Poor Fluffy. He looked like Michael Jackson by the time he had done.
And if you do decide to get another pet, if you go and tame one, the other one will be at your base, and you can kill it and get caps and whatnot and stuff off of it.
Right.
Unless
But
it's
you
the
can't-
Yogi. That
Yeah.
normally just like gives you two fingers and does one before you get back.
Now, don't be surprised at times. We've had it like what he's talking about. His pet just disappeared. Sometimes we've come on and they've just gone. You don't find a body or anything. They're just gone.
Hmm.
So I
So
don't know if it's just a
you don't
specific
wear-
type of pet
Yeah, go on.
or
So,
I
yeah,
don't know
no,
if
I
it's just
get
a
you.
specific type of pet or what, but
Right, Tickle, if you have a look if you go into my build menu, you'll see how much room I've got left on the build thing.
Right, so they advise you to put the if you can see his budget there, to keep you around about that much left for your pet. I haven't done this, but I think the pet disappears once you leave the server and rejoins if you haven't got room. We're not 100% sure on this, but we'll find out.
But what will happen, one or two things, it will either disappear, but more often than not you will log in and you'll find your pet face down, dead.
Right, okay.
If your build budget's maxed, it will be dead.
So
And that is
I
heartbreaking
had
when it's
that-
a sloth.
I had that happen with one of mine. I had moved up above the lighthouse where there was a double resource plot, and I had built, and I was, putting out lights and whatnot, and I wasn't paying attention to the build, and I'd fully maxed mine out, and he died because I did that.
well,
So I don't know if it was because of that or if he might have gotten killed by, something that was there,
yeah,
because I
yeah,
was
I
still
get you.
building the base. But it's
Well.
one of those things you learn from trial and error. We just learned to always keep a percentage of our budget open for the pet.
Right. Because like
It's
I
better
don't
to be
think
safe
any.
than sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I don't think I've even heard of like the camp budget thing, like leaving some for the actual pet, because there's obviously, like it in a way it does make sense. Like you obviously need build budget to build, and that's basically something you're building there, like in a way.
But basically, one thing everybody needs to understand, a lot of the pets that you'll see down at certain areas, you see them all the time. If they're a set spot that you're going for a mission to kill, you cannot tame that animal. It has to be from a random location.
Yep, it does.
There's like there's a power plant down in the mire that has a death claw. Well, you can't go down there and shoot her, or and try to tame her, because that's part of a set task.
Right.
So it has to be random. There are different areas on the map. We just haven't found them. I know other people can probably point you in, different areas to go. I know there's some other ones in the mire, but I just don't know where they are.
And you don't have to worry about skimping out on your base if that's what you're worried about. Oh, well, I'm going to have a shitty little base
Yeah.
to have a pet. But no, you don't, because I've got a 3-story one.
Well, yeah, I was
You
just
don't
thinking now, this is going to be the preview for Pole's base, because I'll be doing a video after this on Pole and Blackstar's base. So yeah, this is a little sneak preview.
I've actually done them both the same now on both characters, and like that took some doing.
The biggest thing you'll find is turrets, your guns that you put out.
And
Take
lights.
a lot of and lights take a lot of your budget when you put lights out.
Lights and turrets, guys.
See, mine, I've scaled mine back. I used to be like Poe, where I had, a big building, but I've got mine just, Mine is you put out so much stuff, and it just, that's what, when you start designing it, it kills your budget.
I haven't
I get you.
lounge off yet.
I'm gonna check my base now, see if he's turned up or whatever.
Ah, another Fluffy.
His name's Jeff.
Oh.
Jeff. I thought you'd call it Sid off Sid the Sloth out of Ice Age.
Nah, his name's Jeff.
Jeff.
Hey, I call mine Red. You call yours Spike.
No, this one's Spike. So Fluffy. When I've got a sloth, he's called Fluffy.
Blackstar was telling me last night.
It's dead butch though, innit? You can't beat Fluffy. It's just like got manliness written all over that. Oh, if that man had been living on soy for all his life, like, you know. But
I think it would be really nice if they gave us an option to name our pets.
Yeah, that'd be
we
decent.
can name our power armor. What good's that do? We're still able to scrap it up. Doing it.
I know, amount of times I've scrapped my sashi.
Oh, tell ya. I got the 65 and I was deleting all the stuff, you know, the crap from what you get down there, and I deleted the frame. I was like, God damn it. And when you take the 65 off, you can't just put it back on. You've got to scrap it all and redo it all. That's more flux. God, they don't have bend you over and fist you with that.
Well, I ended up deleting my frame by accident, and I kept wondering why I was over encumbered. And then I went and looked. I was like, how in the heck did I delete my power armor frame? But not the not the armor. I was like,
Yeah,
I know, yeah, once you
gonna
delete the frame,
you're gonna kill the sloth when it shows up. If it shows up.
Why?
You've got no budget at all.
Yeah, I know, yeah. As long as I can show him for a minute, and then obviously just, I can explain then.
We won't tell everyone that you're a sloth killer, though. You and us.
well,
further,
whenever he gets another animal, I have to go and kill the pet that's there, and then he changes servers.
I can't witness that. I've seen it once. It was just traumatic. You know, you have to phone me mum. 1 in the morning, and he's there, you know, phoning her up, blubbering. And she'd go, what the fuck are you on about? What are you on about? My God, you're in your 40s. Grow up, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But the traumatic one is whenever you see the mama and the babies. That one is that is heart-wrenching.
Yeah, because you just got to put her out of her misery. It's the kind of thing to do. And yet she's pissy about it when you're shooting her. There's no need for that.
Well, she just stands there like in shock that, you know, her babies are gone, and then you have 3 little yogis come out, you know, and you take out the yogis and you take her out because her babies are gone. It's just.
Well, I've lost my house keys. I didn't go into a mega depression like she does. You know, I think it's just a little bit exaggerated. The devs might want to look into that.
Oh, that's great.
But another thing, see, you'll find out, like, where he has his camp, you know, located right down here. That's a good location because the sloth will stay in this area. It'll stay right around here when it gets here. Now, they do have a tendency of wandering off and wandering up and down hills and going, you know, kind of exploring around the periphery of your camp.
Right.
Oh, when there's something. There's not a lot round here. Just Scorched and Liberators, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's not too bad around here.
I mean, it's not rough, is it? It's not like Manchester. You know.
Oh, fucking hell. No, it ain't, mate. You get a couple of mole rats.
Well, the further you go into the mire, that's more like London there. Because that shit is rough. But the further up the map you go, it's like the north of England, you know, it gets calmer. Alright, you get the odd exception, get Liverpool. But, you know, I'd sooner be lost in Liverpool than Manchester, Christ. Or London. Or Birmingham. Bolton's a bit of a turdole as well, actually.
Yeah, you come up some shit.
I'm trying to think where there was a nice place in Britain now.
Swansea!
I've never been. First time I could have had a holiday was to Shell Island. And I asked my mum to look after the dog because I'd not long rescued her. Oh, no, I can't do that. I was asking everyone, I even bribed one with a couple of £100. Did anyone look after it? No. Couldn't go on my holiday. It was only a weekend. They made out as I was pissing off for a fortnight. 3 days, 2 nights. My God. And she's trained as well. And then my mum turns round 5 years later, when I was telling her about it, she says, oh, you should have said something. Oh.
Should have said
nerve. The nerve.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's just not on that. Scandalous.
I don't know how long it's been since we done that. Should have checked the time on my stream.
We have had the sloths take up to 30 minutes to get
Right.
to base.
So
Yeah,
the sloths
they
are slow
stop
us
off
then,
to
is
do
it?
shopping on the way.
Yeah, it's like they get lost and forget where they're going. We had one of his that it took forever to get there. I had started server hopping to try and find him another pet when he finally said, it's finally here.
They just wandered off. Remember,
That's
but
like-
remember my first one though? Oh,
Yeah.
first time. And I actually cleared out upstairs in where it was before. I extended the first floor and I left it as a lounge, but I took all the furniture out and just left the fireplace in it with the camp in the middle with 2 turrets, and the sloth was going round this base upstairs because I didn't know whether someone could kill it. And for 1 week, a whole week, I didn't play the pissing game. I was too bloody worried over the sloth.
Oh, you bloody head,
Yeah,
man.
I come online. Do you want to go do something? No. I'm like, really? And but see, what the biggest thing? I looked for almost 2 days to try and find a pet. He went.
Oh,
he came online
hello,
and
fella.
within an hour. There he is.
Hello.
He found a pet.
Hello, fella. And this is how you get a pet, guys. Oh, where's he
Yeah,
gone?
and see, he'll.
Oh, he's
There he
inside
is.
my... Oh my god, holy crap! Shit, how are you fitting in there, pal? He's a tank.
Well, you remember your little soft shell was in your other. He was by your bed last night.
He was sleeping
There
in
he
my
is.
bed last night.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll notice he's staying right around where your camp thing is, right here.
Yeah.
They hang out around it. Sometimes, if they can, they'll actually stand on top of it.
Especially if they've been scorched.
Yeah. But
Oh, that thing's so cool.
that's what we found. That's what we found out. The scorched animals, yes, but they act like they are bonkers. They will scream and attack, and it's just. We found
Yeah.
it's better just to stay away from them.
Right, okie dokie. Oh, this thing is so cool. I thought the Moonlight Air last night was cool.
Oh,
This thing's huge.
well, it's like, oh, they're big. You
They
just
can
don't-
run
you know-
as well.
Oh, they're fast too. They're not. You think they're slow?
I want something
he
to
was
come attack
over-
my base
Not as
so I can
fast.
see it get
Not-
fucking up.
Not as fast as the Deathclaw though, Christ.
The Deathclaw, though,
That's
When
like
your
shit
base
off a
is-
shovel, that thing.
I mean, when something attacks your base, he's like off like a rocket to go get it. He's. They
Is it the-
shake and swat.
Yeah,
Is
go
what
on.
this one does. They shake off the radiation and stuff. But yeah.
Is there anything else you guys like to add about about getting the pet? Any tips or
Yeah,
you?
you've got to feed them twice a day. Make sure there's a bowl of water there. And, when it's sunny, make sure it's got a shelter. Other than
Well,
that, you're all right.
one thing that we have found out, if it's protecting your base and it has some of the health is gone, if you fast travel to another location and
Yeah.
then fast travel back, it helps. It resets the health on the animal.
because if you get another attack on them whilst the health is half, you will lose it.
Right.
So that's what we found. If it's got a little bit of health gone, you just fast travel anywhere and then fast travel back to your base, and his health will be restored.
No problem. So as you heard it, guys, that's how you get a pet. You have any questions about this, give it a good old comment. Shout out to Paul and Blackstar for helping me out with this. They really appreciate it. And like, comment and subscribe, and I'll just see you guys soon. So long. Right then.